Thank you, my dear friend from Illinois, Mr. Schneider. Mr. Speaker, you may have heard this, but inflation was one of the biggest issues in this last election. Let's take you a little ways back here. We saw during the height of the pandemic, it caused global inflation. Supply chains broke down, production broke down, and every country felt it, even the U.S. Inflation at one point rose as high as 9%. But over many months and many years, and through efforts to boost production, to improve supply chains, to improve our infrastructure, to get back to normal, we saw it go down to as low as 2.4% in September of 2024. 2.4%. Groceries and housing specifically have been a challenge. When President Trump took office, inflation was still under 3%. Still under 3%. Hundreds of executive orders have been signed. Some divisive, some illegal, but few, if any, address lowering costs for the American people. Many may have even increased costs. First, the tariffs, chaos against our own allies. And President Trump admitted, well, this may cause some pain for Americans. Don't we remember he ran on lowering costs, or maybe that was just a joke to get elected? Because now suddenly we're going to have to accept some pain because of tariffs that he's trying to impose on the American people. Tariffs equal inflation. Tariffs equal taxes on American consumers. And then immigration. You know, we had a workforce shortage for many years. And then over time, through legal programs like temporary protective status and parole in other areas, booming states like Florida, and particularly Central Florida, South Florida, and Tampa Bay, benefited by these legal programs. So when you look at housing, which there's a huge shortage, 30–40% of the industry relies on immigrant labor. And that's after trying to get every American we can to work to help build housing. Also with commercial real estate, the same thing. And so what do we see? Food prices already starting to creep back up, and housing prices, same deal. Eggs. Gosh, remember, I can't afford eggs, bro. That was like a huge deal during the election. We saw eggs down to about $2 only a couple months ago. Now, $7, almost $8. Back in the day, it was, oh, it's President Biden. Now we have MAGA supporters going into intimate detail on the bird flu. Funny. Last time that happened, that wasn't the explanation at all. It was, oh, Biden, this and that. And now, science and thoughtful answers to explain inflation that's happening under President Trump now. And then this was the craziest thing, Mr. Speaker. Apparently, it's dishonoring, folks, for us to even talk about how these policies will raise costs right up again that went down to as low as 2.4% a few months ago, still under 3% when President Trump was sworn in. But it could get worse if the Trump tax scam 2.0 gets passed. The Inflation Reduction Act, it allowed for prescription drug savings for all seniors under Medicare, a cap of $2,000 a year. Most seniors were paying up into this year, $3,500 was the cap last year. There was no cap before that, Mr. Speaker, and they're paying $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 or more in out-of-pocket expenses. Now, seniors won't pay more than $2,000 a year for their prescription drugs. But if we see the majority take a sledgehammer to the IRA, that savings goes away for seniors across the nation, just when they got it. That savings, lowering costs for our seniors, it could go away. And then the Obamacare subsidies. Oh my gosh, have we not seen the majority learn? Have Republicans not learned from now? First of all, there's no plan. There's no alternative. It's been over 10 years. And by the way, since then, we've seen states like Florida have the largest Obamacare exchange in the nation. 4.6 million Floridians from President Trump's home state, more than any other state in the union, get their health care through Obamacare, through the ACA exchange. Do you know what happens if the Obamacare subsidies go away, Mr. Speaker? A family of four will see their health care increase by $8,000 to $10,000 a year. That's a lot of eggs. That's a lot of costs that people are going to have to shoulder that will cripple families. And you know what else is going to happen? Then we're going to have more people without health insurance. And then it's going to cost taxpayers through the emergency room. And this is not how you make America healthy again, Mr. Speaker. It's how you make America sicker. So why would anybody want to eliminate these healthcare savings? What could possibly be so important? Can you believe it's to cut taxes for billionaires? So my constituents, $8,000 to $10,000 in increases in their health insurance. Seniors across the nation who have a $2,000 cap on prescription drugs, they're going to have to, little old ladies who are trying to pay out of their pockets for prescription drugs, our seniors, our men and our women, they're going to have to forego those savings because the top 1%, the top 0.1%, well, they need more tax cuts. Are you serious? Is this what people voted for? Heck no. And the last time we saw that happen, we saw this chamber flip quicker than you could possibly imagine. It was sad. It didn't have to be that way. The record is clear. President Trump inherited a strong economy from President Biden. I'm going to repeat that. President Trump inherited a strong economy from President Biden. High growth, big job numbers, inflation below 3%, 2.9% to be exact, as of the end of January. So here's a simple measure. We'll see over the next couple months. Will costs go up or will they go down? Will grocery prices go up or will they go down? Will housing prices go up or will they go down? Democrats stand ready to work in a bipartisan manner to keep our economy running strong. This is the second closest House in the history of the nation. There are 3 votes separating Democrats from Republicans in this chamber. Actually, 1 vote right now because of the folks who had to go on to the Trump administration. So we can easily work together to resolve these things, or you go it alone in some big reconciliation package for billionaires, and then we see what happens in these very easily tracked measures. But most of all, people will see it when they want to buy a home, when they want to go to the grocery store, when they want to go on vacation down to Orlando, which we welcome everybody to come to, or if they want to buy a new car. All these things, Americans are going to be watching. We need to work together. And with that, I yield back.
Thank you. And let me now turn it over to